everybody. I am live. Say hello, Sailor Jupiter. And we are here to live stream with everybody. How's it going? I mean, I don't even know if anybody's seeing it yet, but hey, we always try to do a little live stream. I'm trying to do a little bit more for you guys and guys and gals, to be like, oh, look, I am doing something live, because that's fun, right? Yes, it is fun because I am live. Oh. Hello, Omega. How's it going? Um, it's been a okay week. It's been an okay week. A lot of running around, getting stuff done. A lot of bills that need to be paid and rearranged or whatever. Yes, my Sailor Jupiter plushie. Isn't she cute? She's cute. Got it from Dragon Con. November 19th is International Men's Day. Watch, nobody talks about it. Oh, give me 1 second. I'm sorry. Yes, so sorry. Yes, my little plushie. Isn't she cute, adorable? Blue, 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 blue. This might be my new co-host. Why I might have her say some stuff. And then not many people know about it. Well, of course. I mean, look at what the world is today. Oh, but let me discuss this right quick, because this was crazy. So your bestie Whoopi Goldberg celebrated a birthday this week, right? And she attacked a bakery in Staten Island. Well, she lied on the bakery about, oh, they weren't able to fulfill my order because of my political beliefs or whatever. But my thing is, okay, so, and your side on the political thing was banishing people who weren't Democrats. So what are you complaining about? Oh, you mad that you finally getting the taste of your own medicine? Okay, and bye. But to attack that ma and pa shop, which, by the way, I don't know about you guys, but we need more ma and pa stores. Like, I'm tired of all these corporations around. It is too many Starbucks, McDonald's around. I want to go to cities and see a ma and pa shop that is like, okay, this is amazing. We need more community shops and stores like we used to, and that needs to happen again. But to sit up there and lie, and then was proven that it was a lie, because they said their boiler wasn't working at the time. And then, because when she asked for the order, they didn't want to commit because they didn't know if they were going to get their boiler fixed in time to do the order. So then she got some of her assistants, to do the order, and they were able to fulfill it. Because think about it, when you're a company, I mean, when you're a bakery, your job is to cater to 100 people over one person. So one person is not as significant as 100 people. You know what I'm saying? And then she says she's not going to put them on blast, but yet you have the company right there. The logos and labeling on the cupcakes, and the charlatan. If you look it up in America, is only one store that sells it. It's not that damn obvious. I mean, it's not that damn hard to figure it out. I hope they sue her for defamation, honestly, because she's on some Jussie Smollett nonsense. Because these women on the View are some hatred, bitter cat ladies who a lot of them ain't been laid by a real man in years. And I just think that I just think it's wrong to go after a small shop, regardless of your situation. I don't care who you are. If a small shop said that they can't do something for you or whatever, the first thing you don't think about is, oh, it's for some political nonsense. Who cares? Who cares about your political beliefs or whatever? Sometimes, guess what? We don't think about politics. Tell them we don't think about your politics. That's right. That's right. Yeah, you heard Jupiter. We don't think about your politics. All right. um, let's see. Funny how the defense for comic accurate in the mainstream superhero adaptation tends to be because the material is more of a recent run. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Like, for instance, Titans, they decided with Robin, they're going to not only are they going to introduce this whole LGBT nonsense, 30 years of history, and you're ignoring all of that, but you're going to jump straight to the recent retcon of him. And then people were like, well, it's comic book accurate. Well, no, it's not comic book accurate. It was retconned in, and it's only been a couple of years. You know what I'm saying? You missed all that 30 years of history where he wasn't. And then on top of that, you do a Robin suit, and you do his recent Robin suit. Out of all of the Tim Drake Robin suits to choose from, you choose the most recent Robin suit. Come on now. Like it just didn't make any sense. It's crazy how we pick and choose when comic book accuracy works and when it don't work. It's the same thing as when people always want to like I said, criticizing Zack Snyder about comic book accuracy, but then on the MCU side, we're allowed to do whatever we want to with characters. Like, look at Captain America: Brave New World. Tell her, Jupiter. Look at Captain America: Brave New World. It is garbage. It is nowhere close to the original Falcon or Red Hulk at all, and they're doing whatever they want, and yet we're supposed to accept that. See, don't make her mad, y'all. Don't make her mad. She's gonna attack y'all with her lightning power. Ooh. Oh, oh, look at her. See, look at her. Jupiter, girl. You so mad you done knocked the computer down. You saw that, y'all. Jupiter was not playing with y'all, bro. Jupiter was not playing. Hold on. Somebody is blowing my behind up. Holy crap. I ain't never seen nothing like that, huh? I mean, I ain't never seen no messages just blow my behind up. All right, sorry. Anyway, anyway, in different circumstances, Miles Morales and Robbie Reyes what could have been respectively mentored by Ben Riley and Daniel Ketch. Oh, that would have been cool. That would have been cool to see them mentored by them as well. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Oh, that would be cool for Robbie and Miles to like do a team up issue with them, like a story arc, and just to show them like, hey, they were mentored by Peter Parker and Johnny Blaze, and it was hard for them. You know what I'm saying? So I think that would be so cool. Oh my god, this person just blowing my ass up. You know. now all of a sudden, when I'm not busy, I mean when I'm busy now, I'm getting all these messages. But when I wasn't busy, I couldn't even get nobody to reply. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Woo! Okay, so um, what was I about to say? So yesterday, I don't know if you, well, no, a lot of y'all probably aren't familiar with it, but there's an artist, um, Dominic Glover. Of course, you've seen some of his work. I've showed you guys some of his work or whatever. He's doing the Dark Magician Girl. He did the Dark Magician Girl piece that I was just like, oh my god, right? So he did a 50% off yesterday on a lot of his work because he's personally getting invited by Tokyo to go to Tokyo Comic Con. And not only that, the comic book that I reviewed on my channel of his, the preview stuff, Japan is interested in turning his comic book into an anime. Isn't that cool? Like that is awesome. Like that would be really cool to kind of see like um Dominic's stuff become an anime, because I mean I was there from the beginning when he was a modest artist. Like he was talking about, he's like, oh, I'm just okay or whatever. And I'm like, man, stop playing, bro. Your work is amazing. And now look at him. He's getting invited to Japan. I mean Tokyo. Well, he is visiting. He did visit Japan, came up with the idea, came up with the story concept and stuff like that. And now Japan is invested. Oh, sorry. Japan is invested in his work, and they also want to work with him and produce his stuff as an anime and maybe a manga too, while also like creating like a little small exhibition for his artwork. And I'm like, wow, that is freaking amazing. And yes, I did buy some work yesterday because everything was 50% off. 50% off. So y'all know I had to get some of his work, which I can't wait to get it. So I am excited. I am definitely excited. If you guys haven't seen the last video about the absolute universe, I failed, y'all. I have failed. So I went to the comic book stores. I went to several of them, and they are out of all of the absolutes. The absolute universe, you guys must love because they don't have any. But at the same time, we already know that that these comic book stores have limited orders anyway. And I'm not one of those people that has a pull list because honestly, it really wasn't something on my radar. What I was going to do is I was just going to wait until all three of them come out and then buy them and then review them. But every comic book store I went to, because I go to like small comic book stores, so I don't go in anything fancy. They were all sold out, like Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, all of them. All of them were sold out. So there is no absolute universe stuff now. I mentioned it on the last video, and I'll mention it on this one. So everybody who's in this live stream, go to the recent video, and y'all tell me if y'all want me to just go ahead and do the review without buying the comic books, or wait until the comic books come in and review them, because I can do that if you want me to. You know what I'm saying? Um, you guys let me know, because y'all already know I know how to review comic books without buying the comic books. But I wanted to have a physical copy, have physical copies of them, and then go from there. So you guys let me know what you want me to do. Do you want me to review Absolute Universe now without the books, or do you want me to go ahead and wait for the books and then review them? Like I said, you don't have to let me know here, but go to the previous video and let me know, just so I can plan around that, because remember, 12-hour work shifts. Y'all gotta let me know stuff. I need when I ask y'all to let me know stuff, that's what I mean. I mean, let me know because I do need to, you know, schedule sit down time for a lot of this stuff. So you gotta let me know. All right, great. Let me see what all you guys are saying. I wonder if AEW promoting the Absolute Universe contribute to its sales. Actually, I didn't know that they promoted it, honestly. Jason Aaron completely ruined Robbie Reyes for me. Wait, what Jason Aaron do? Oh, wait, you talking about when he was in that Avengers run, right? I didn't even read that Avengers run. That Avengers run looked at like hot trash from the beginning. So no, I wasn't even gonna watch that one. Um I'm loving Arcane season 2. I figured you would. No, I have not seen it yet. Um I've been trying to watch other things as well. So and and then of course when you're off, you're thinking you're going to have some downtime. You really don't have much downtime as you think because you're running errands. So and then of course I wanted to get a live stream in, you know, to kind of check up on everybody. You know why my plushie becomes the center of attention apparently. Woo! Um. So yes, I will try to watch Arcane by the end of this week. Hopefully, I'll be able to finish that one because I did Twilight of the Gods already, and then of course, I did watch a few Christmas movies. I'm not gonna lie, I do love watching a good classic Christmas movie. And Netflix and Hulu been releasing some brand new ones, so that kind of caught my eye. And then I was watching some K dramas that I'm trying to finish up as well. So you know how that goes, and you know, once you start a K drama, it's kind of hard to, to stop it. Let me see. Yeah, AEW had the Absolute Universe promotion on the ring and barricades. Hmm, that could possibly work, honestly. Wait, hold on. I'm so sorry, y'all. Looking into this thingy. Okay, the Penguin was pretty good, so I heard, but I think it's pathetic that Batman didn't show up at all in the Penguin, which kind of defeats the purpose. I'm sorry, like y'all can't convince me that I'm supposed to watch a show about a villain and there's no heroes at all. Like, come on now, Batman is so petty that he's out and about taking on like a guy stealing a purse from a woman. That's how petty he is. And for him not to show up in the Penguin at all is just kind of pathetic. I don't really want to hear excuses. I really don't want no reasonings for it. It is dumb. It is lazy. It just shows the incompetence at WB. I don't care what Robert Pattinson don't want to do. That's not his decision. When you sign up to be Batman for this universe and you knew it was getting a spinoff series focusing on a villain, you knew that you might need to show up for a few episodes. I don't want to hear that nonsense. Now, what he could have did is they could have did some face shots, have him say the lines that he need to say, make like two appearances as Bruce Wayne or whatever, and then have him do upper shots of him in the bat suit, and then after that have the stunt double do whatever we need, whatever you need him to do. But just to not have Batman in there just doesn't make sense. Now, because there are villains where you can do villains without that kind of, without the hero story, but when it comes to Batman, that's why all of these shows and movies that be trying to do a Batmanless world without Batman, where everybody's just out and about but Batman's nowhere to be found. He's there, but he's not there. Just don't work. You know what I'm saying? And then it's not like y'all are doing it where, at least if y'all was doing it into his further years, where he had Batgirl, Robin, Nightwing, Batwoman, Bluebird, the Signal, Red Robin. You know what I'm saying? Spoiler, like that way, at least if Batman's not there, you can use the other heroes to justify it. You can't just keep doing these shows. You can't just keep doing these shows without Batman and then expecting me to believe that, oh, an entire street just collapsed and Batman is nowhere to be found. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. See, you're stupid if you think I'm supposed to believe that. You're dumb if you think I'm supposed to believe that. Like, there's only so much I can turn off, and suspended of disbelief is just the fact, because I've read Batman and I know who Batman is as a character. As soon as he heard a collapse in the city, he would have been out there so fast. Even if he was in there the last 15 minutes of the show, he should have been there. He should have been in the show the last 3 episodes at least. You know what I'm saying? So that way, when Penguin did transition, make his big moment or whatever, you have Batman and him have a face off, or whatever, and then whoever the other villains are or whatever, might have helped get Penguin out of that situation by sacrificing themselves against Batman, and Penguin was able to escape and then kind of prove to everybody that he's a villain. You know what I'm saying? That's how you wrap that up. Because let's be honest, this was really The Sopranos and Godfather, and if you watch HBO Sopranos, that's literally what this is. It's just Batman. It's the same thing with the Batman movie. It is literally just numbers and Jigsaw put together and put Batman in and called it a movie. The reason why people are trying to say that this stuff is good or whatever is because it's literally the same story from beat to beat. It's just that they use Batman characters. That's the thing. That's the trick that they don't want you to realize, that you're watching the same show and movie just with Batman in it, and it's not even It's not even that damn interesting, because they picked a lame emo Batman, and they picked a lame emo Gotham City that doesn't work for the story. But that's just my personal opinion. That's just my personal opinion on the situation. But I am glad that HBO and DC can have a rare win, though, because let's be honest, they don't have that many of those. Jupiter, honey, I'm gonna let you sit right there. You know what I mean? Just don't come past by. Okay, all right. See, you're on live stream. I told you. I need to put Jupiter down right quick because so you think close the door if you're gonna talk to her, because you loud. You picking up the thing. Jesus Christ. Come on now. Thank you. Okay, please. Jesus. Like, I can pause the live stream. You don't want to be on live, but then you walk through knowing I was doing a live stream. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Who am I talking to? Who I be talking to by myself? If I'm not doing live stream, I'm doing a recording. Lord have mercy. Anyway, like I was saying, congratulations though to HBO for that rare win. It is what the Harley Quinn show should be, though. Honestly, I will give credit to that. It did keep Penguin as a villain. It wasn't trying to redeem him which that is the problem with a lot of these solo villain movies and shows. They're trying to make the villains like, oh, well, they're not really a bad guy. It's really everybody else's fault, which that really should have been what Harley Quinn's show was. Let her acknowledge the fact that she's a fuck up, that she's a whore, that she actually enjoys being abused by the Joker, no matter how much I don't want that to happen. That she really is psychotic, though. She's intelligent, but let's be honest, she enjoys the psychopathic tendencies or whatever. Jesus, my God. Jesus, my God. um, okay, but yes, that's what that is definitely what Harley Quinn should have been. Let me um these notifications. God damn it. Da, 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 da. Okay, great. So I put it on vibrate, so I can't thinking I completely forgot I can vibrate, put stuff on vibrate. But yeah, that's what Harley Quinn show should have been doing. That is definitely what should have been doing. And yes, it will probably be great for Batman and Penguin to see each other in Batman Part 2, but they still haven't wrote no script. There has been no pre-production or anything or whatever. Like, it's already bad enough the movie wasn't all that damn interesting. It wasn't all that damn interesting. The interest in the Batman has dwindled. Um, and they still talking about, we're still thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? Um, Yo, Trey was watching Last Dragon, Bruce Lee. Nice. I've been reading Dan to Dan. How is Dan to Dan? I heard about it, but I don't really know much about it, honestly. I just heard people were like, oh my God, it's amazing. That's it. I see you with the Mako plushie. Yes, my Sailor Jupiter plushie. Isn't she cute? Okay. She's getting ahead of herself. She's getting ahead of herself. Look at her. Look at her. All right. um, but yeah, if I was them, I would be like trying to start the movie filming process like ASAP, Rocky, like right after the winter holiday. Let's go. Let's go. We don't have time to wait. We don't have time to we don't have any more time. We need to get this stuff out. Well, I don't know, because right now Warner Brothers is a hot mess anyway. Um Funny enough, the Penguin has the background to make himself sympathetic, but he used that to butter his enemies and allies up in order to get their trust and stab them in the back. And that's what I'm talking about. That's what we need more from. That's the villains we need. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to see. Yeah, let's go. hmm Oh my god. Mm-mm-mm-mm. In the power of hindsight, the Reeves Batman could have taken advantage of Matches Malone as Batman disguise. Oh yes, that would have been cool. So like this whole time, this guy that we thinking is somebody important, revealed towards the end, or like I said, in the last two episodes, you have that reveal to be Bruce Wayne, and then you have Batman full of moments, because you still need Batman to you know to push the Penguin just a tad bit over. You know what I'm saying? Um so yeah, John Kent is getting the Shazam book. He's supposed to be getting de-aged, and I hope it's permanently. I hope it's permanent because honestly, nobody's gonna miss adult Superboy. We don't care. I don't want I honestly I want this de-age to be permanent, but I doubt it. I doubt he's going to stay that way. I doubt it. It's probably a one shot in the Shazam book, and then after that, um, John Kent is going to go back to being the adult gay um Superman who has a pink haired boyfriend because they need Pride Month. Oh Lord. Oh, see the grace. You mean the fool that wrote that terrible gay Iceman story who had no idea about Iceman at all? No, thank you. We already know what he's gonna do about that. We're gonna hear a 10-year-old boy talking about, oh my God, no, I'm 10 years old again. And I got to think about my boyfriend. Like, boy, you're 10 years old. You shouldn't even be thinking about that. And no 10-year-old boy should even be thinking about LGBT nonsense. So get that up out of here. Because what it's gonna do is gonna slap everybody in the face who've been wanting John Kent to be de-aged. And it's going to be a message where it's shaming the fans who want John Kent to be de-aged, even though it's just like, no, it doesn't make sense to keep him as a 17-year-old fag. It really don't. I'm sorry, call it what it is. It don't. We don't want to see it, especially when it's funny because DC do try to promote John Kent to children when he's with Damian Wayne, but it's just like you can't you got to pick a lane, DC. Either you want him to be the gay Superman, or you want him to be or you want him to be the child of Superman with his best friend Damian Wayne. You can't have it both ways. You cannot have it both ways. A lot of these characters to right now that DC has made gay or whatever, if you ask me, now that this whole election cycle or whatever, you're going to have to go back to center with these characters. You're going to have to ignore all of the LGBT stuff. You're going to have to ignore all the Pride books, the Voices books, or whatever. And what's another thing that you're going to have to ignore is that if Robin, Tim Drake, Robin shows up in Batman in Action, any other book, he can't be with his boyfriend because technically he doesn't have a boyfriend. He has a girlfriend. You have to completely ignore all of that. You have to. You can't talk about it or anything. It's the same thing as Green Lantern Alan Scott. Green Lantern Alan Scott, you cannot from now on, you can't talk about his sexuality. He can't be with a gay guy. We can't have him on a cover celebrating LGBT stuff. None of that stuff anymore. We don't want this nonsense. I'm telling you, it doesn't work. The audience already told you that they don't want this crap. And with the way the election went won by a landslide, you have to go to center now. Because again, you can't a lot of, and that's another thing too, is DC is trying to promote a lot of those characters that they've all of a sudden made gay. They're trying to promote them to children. You can't promote those characters to children. You have to pick a lane. Either you want these characters to be a good role model for children, or you want them to be deviants for the LGBT community. Make up your mind. You got to pick. You can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. I'm sorry. And honestly, I don't care if fools on Twitter or whatever get mad at you. Who cares? They're not your buying customer. Because I bet you if you de-age John Kent and make him a child again and never discuss the Jay Nakamura thing or him being LGBT or any of that kind of stuff, I'm telling you, you will see a intake in your sales when it comes to John Kent. Just being honest. Then that way you can do another Super Sons book with Damian Wayne and John Kent doing cute little adventures. It's a win-win situation. Let me see what all you guys are saying. I hope DC has enough restraints not to delve into a 10-year-old boy wanting to date a boy. Me neither, because I already know Cena Grace already going to probably talk about his time when he was a kid and how he never felt wanted or anything because he was because he felt different when he was 3 years old, and he always knew that he was into boys at the age of 3, which I call BS, but fine, whatever. They'll do some nonsense like that too, and it'll just be like, come on now, stop it. Which is crazy because Shazam is so focused on children. It's kind of like a all ages book right now that you cannot put that crap in Shazam. Um, the people who write this stuff honestly don't understand what goes in a 10 to 17 year head. Most boys don't think about men in that light, maybe question it at least. I mean, yeah, but even then, John was always showing interest in these girls. So for him to all of a sudden just now show interest into a boy, which makes no sense, and then for them to go full blown into the romance with the boy over the girls is crazy to me. And then say, "Oh, it's because he's bisexual." No, it's because you wanted a Superman character to be LGBT, and realistically, it don't make no sense for them to be gay. It's a double-edged sword because DC will be like, you want your 10-year-old John Kent back, right? Okay, he is written by Cena Grace, and oh, it didn't sell much. Well, that's why we aged him up. Yeah, but again, if I was DC right now, you ain't got choices. You better accommodate to what we need because you need to make sales. Y'all need like Hollywood entertainment don't understand. Like the absolute universe is doing great, but you got to fix your entire line, and getting rid of all that LGBT stuff is the first step. I do scoff at the LGBT stuff. I find it in kids sections like they have no business learning this until they're teens. Yeah, and I find that weird too. Jay Nakamura could have been a tragic villain whose phasing ability could have played like the DCAU Metallo in vulnerability, but derived a sensation. Yeah. Hello, Lane. DC be doing stuff for the sake of it. Yeah. I mean, all of them do. Mm, you know? But yeah, they do. They really do be doing stuff for the hell of it and then keep wondering, like, I wonder why stuff isn't selling. Well, because you do stuff like this. Like that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't think the Superman Batman Adventures of what the Battle of the Super Sun movie didn't do well. First off, the animation looked terrible, and second of all, you already went on CNN news and promoted John Kent as the gay Superman, and yet what you thought you can do a movie that's targeted to children and what push him on children? No, that doesn't make any sense. If you want him to be something that the parents can get behind, you're going to have to get rid of him being LGBT. I'm sorry. That is the answer. That's the answer. That's the logical answer. That's the answer that I know most people don't want to hear in the entertainment world, but it's the truth. You have to pick a lane. If you want John Kent to be gay, then understand he will forever not be a character that can sell. You can't sell his merchandise. You won't be able to put him in books hardly. I mean, you can put him in books, but that's about it. Other than that, we don't need to focus on him. He doesn't need to make guest appearances in other books. He just needs to be a background character in Action Comics and Superman books from now on. Didn't the Absolute Power event in with John Kent and Jay Nakamura deciding to move to San Francisco? I have no idea. I didn't read that trash. I didn't read that trash. What should have happened when Amanda Waller took John Kent is after all of that, it killed his ass. That's really what should have happened. Either it killed him or it burned his cells out to the point where he's de-aged. He has no memories of anything. Like he has memories all the way up into like the first what the first time we saw him in DC Rebirth, that's where he's at. That's what I would have did after after he's been experimented on and turned into a tool for Amanda Waller. Once they burn his ass out of his cells or whatever and stuff like that, what happened is it de-aged him. He don't remember anything much from the time of DC Rebirth. Um, and that's it. And that's how you get original John Kent back, where we don't even discuss the LGBT crap. We don't discuss Jay Nakamura or any of that stuff, and we just move on like it ain't never happened. Absolute Power was just a character assassination of Amanda Waller. Yeah, it really was. It really was for some for like Amanda Waller. You sure screwed the character up, because why would Amanda Waller do something like this? She blatantly wouldn't have did this. Clearly, you don't understand Amanda Waller. Amanda Waller is very cunning, and she likes to do a lot of stuff behind the scenes. So why would she want to do this stuff in the public face? You get what I'm saying? And why would she take the hero's powers? If anything, she would have had it where she would have blackmailed them to join the Suicide Squad for a mission or two, or if she needed something big, she would have used that. But to create an event where she's the villain for no damn reason, because honestly, the Absolute Power event, yes, don't get me wrong. Everything that happened with Amanda Waller was built up over the past couple of years, so I get where she was coming from. But still, I wouldn't have the route that she went. Just didn't make any sense, not at all. That's just my personal opinion. I like the ideal of them making him Superman in Batman Beyond comic book, but DC killed that hype and progression. They killed all the hype and progression of John Kent. That's the problem. They killed all of that. And then you saw when they did Adventures of Super Sons, where they had stories that took place in between certain issues of Super Sons, because guess what? They were still writing Super Sons before it got canceled, and before Brian Michael Bendis came and said, "Hey, we're going to remove him from the book and we're going to age him up." Like, why DC? That's the same. That's what I'm talking about. Warner Brothers and DC will allow idiots to come in and take their characters and tell them what the hell they're gonna do with it, and then they say yes, and then get shocked that it didn't work the way they thought. Really, really, really. Come on now. Agatha Harkness, the real one, before she was assassinated, around the time when House of M was setting up, is a better off as a neutralist who actually does more good. Well, duh. That's why I never understood why they were trying to make her a bad guy. Mm. With how powerful Amanda Waller was in Absolute Power, I kept asking myself, Amanda, next time Darkseid invade, you can handle this, right? Because she crippled the superhuman community. Yeah. And then after all of that, half of them, their powers are on the fritz again. Some of them got new powers. Some of them lost their original powers, and it's mixed up with someone else's. It's just like, what was the end goal here? What was the end goal? To have people not trust in heroes? Okay, so when a major event comes, who's going to save the day? You, the government? Y'all always talk about it, but when push comes to shove, y'all can't handle the threats that the Justice League does. That's why the Justice League is here. Dummies. Jesus Christ. I just don't get it. I really don't get it. So, mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Let me see. Yes, it's kind of like remember when they did Justice League versus Suicide Squad or whatever, and it was basically Amanda like just proving to the Justice League that if she needs to take them out, if they ever go rogue, she can, and she did. She did, because they were in her way. She wanted the Eclipso stone, and the Justice League was in the way, and then they had to team up to stop Eclipso. But at the end of the day, Amanda Waller proves that if she needs to take them down, she can. So she's already showed the heroes that she knows their weaknesses, she knows how their abilities work. She knows that if she needs to take them down or get them to work for her, she can. So I never understood why absolute power needed to happen. It didn't make the sense God gave. It really didn't. Mm, 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 mm. As an indifferent layman, Waller cloning heroes made more sense. Yeah, I would have preferred that. I would have preferred that. I would have preferred her, focusing, especially since it seems like she had such an interest on John Kent. I would have preferred her cloning John Kent. That way you can have a get out of free jail card with that one as well. You have Amanda Waller experiment on John Kent. You create duplicate version of John Kent or whatever and stuff like that, and realize like, hey, Amanda Waller technically got the real John Kent this whole time, and the gay John Kent is the fake clone one. And then you have an event where Amanda Waller needs to use the clone or whatever, or the clone is real is connected to John Kent because John Kent believes that he's the clone or whatever. And then Superman and them come to the rescue or whatever after realizing that Amanda Waller had cloned John Kent or whatever, realized like, oh my God, she has the 10-year old. She has the real John Kent, and he's been in prison because she doesn't know how to wake him up or whatever or something like that. And she's been secretly been trying to use him, but she really can't use him as much as she would like because a lot of his powers and stuff went to the clone. So the original John Kent is kind of like in like a stasis kind of thing or whatever and stuff like that. And I will probably use that. This will be the time to probably like have Connor Kent and him teaming up with the Superman of China and Tim Drake Robin and Cassie Sandsmark Wonder Girl and Impulse to take on whatever nonsense is going on and get the real John Kent back. While the real John Kent is finally realizing that he's not that John Kent anymore, and he kind of like loses his mind or whatever. Maybe becomes evil, maybe becomes a threat. We don't know. We'll see. But it'll be something. It'll be another jail break out a free jail card or whatever. Um, couldn't she prioritize her energies into reverse engineering the superheroes just a better arm against alien invasions? Yeah, what I would have did is I would have scanned all of the heroes' powers, not take it away from them, but been able to scan them and try to duplicate them as best I can into those amazos. So when things get hectic, she could be like, "Bam! I knew I did this for a reason." Yep. See, people don't think. People don't think. All right, great. All this darn stuff. All the darn notifications, I swear. Okay. But yeah, that could have been something cool. But I don't know. I just feel like they never really think about it because they don't have any passionate people behind this stuff. I mean, you heard the writers. They were like, "Oh my God, now that Trump won, I just don't know if I can write comic books anymore because I just lost faith in humanity and the people, the citizens of the United States, because I just can't believe they would do something like that." Really, 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 really out of touch. Tell them out of touch. You know, it's crazy how all of that works. You know what I mean? It is crazy how they just seem to not realize that they're so out of touch. It's not even funny. You know. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Let's see. Okay. Um While Doctor Doom has ambitions to rule the world because he thinks he could run it better, the Emperor of Doom status quo seems more like a hollow hype for Avengers Doomsday. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. It's the same thing as the whole it's the same thing as the whole Captain America Sam Wilson limited series that's coming up where you're like, "Oh, okay, really?" Shut Okay. I'm gonna I'm gonna need y'all to put a little bit more views in this one for me. The absolute universe. Remember, let me know down here in this one. Don't let me know on the live stream. Let me know right here in this one. Okay, great. Um, but yeah, right here, this the Falcon and the Brave New World new comic book run. Um, yes. Oh yeah, I did do the DC All In Black Lightning. So if you haven't seen that one, check that one out as well because that was something right there too. That's a new one. But oh, did you guys hear about this movie? Hold on. Let me see if I can pull it up. I should be able to pull it because it's not that bad. So
497, 498, 499, 500.
Let's go heavy. Yeah, got it.
like y'all see this
Strong,
right here?
Nick.
Go on, brush your shoulders off.
Red one is gonna move.
Evening, ladies.
So this red one right here, I heard that it failed at the box office apparently. I don't know if any of you guys know, but this right here, it failed at the box office or whatever because they said they spent $250 million on this. Why would you spend $250 million on this action blockbuster movie about Santa Claus getting kidnapped, and now we're going to turn this into some kind of action thing? And they said The Rock was late to set most of the time. They said that the acting was pretty terrible, but this movie is supposed to be for children. But how in the world is this supposed to be for children when this is basically like Fast and Furious, Black Adam, Captain America meets Santa Claus? Like, what? Why did you need to spend $250 million on a Christmas themed movie, action movie? But you're not even. It's not even like Christmas. You know what I mean? It's not even Christmas, if that makes sense. Like it just don't make sense. And then like they're trying to turn it into this ultra serious thing. So you want this to be serious, or do you want this to be a holiday? Like, you got to pick a struggle. And it seems like y'all completely forgot that this is supposed to be a Christmas movie. You know what I'm saying? I just had to unmute it because I don't want no kind of little things, because they always trying to like take away the little things when you're trying to share this kind of stuff. So that's why I'm like a little hectic on it. But I kind of just wanted to show this one because yeah, pretty fun, you know. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Like, I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. about that one. The original Die Hard is more believable as a Christmas flick. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They spent $250 million on this. And guess what? Guess what? They said they only made $3.4 million so far. 3.4 million on this. Maybe you shouldn't have took this. You shouldn't have taken this serious. And The Rock, if he don't get his ego in control, because it's bad. It is bad, y'all. It is freaking bad how much this man needs to get his ego in check. For real. For real. Because there's no way in the world you should have been losing this much. Oh, but I do, since y'all are here, I do want to like review this right quick because we kind of need to talk about this as a artist. As an artist, I have to talk about this one. Let me see. So I have to talk about this one. Lord have mercy.
Here.
Oh God.
Fell.
How did you let your
I
mouth?
put some like kind of a.
Oh.
I drew every day for a year. What's the progress? Was
Okay.
it worth it? So this all started as a random idea. I wanted to make a progression video, and I picked art.
Y'all know I'm semi like a hobbyist artist or whatever. PewDiePie does I drew every day for 365 days, and it was painful, right? And of course, when he did the video, of course, people on Twitter kind of got into his ass. Now, I'm not saying a lot of that was valid, but I can understand where people are coming from. But if you haven't,
because I thought it was easy to track. Like I'll draw for 30 days. I can show the first day, and then I can compare it to the last day.
I mean, that's his first day. That's his last day, I guess. I don't know. We'll see.
That will be interesting to see. Did I make progress? People were so encouraging on the video, and I really enjoyed picking up drawing. So I kept going, and I did a 100-day one, and people enjoyed it even more. There was no way I was going to stop. I had to do at least a year.
Done a few
and here we are.
He's done a few.
Being here, I have so many emotions. I am happy.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Like it just kind of pisses me off.
All right, let's dig into it. Let's watch. Sorry, my nails. This is where it all started. 365 days ago.
Okay, yeah, this is sketchbook.
Day one. Is that a self-portrait?
Look at that.
What's up, Björn? Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Man, this is nice to watch. Like, okay, some are not terrible. This gives
like,
me. This gives
like,
me.
Oh, y'all just don't understand. Oh, good for PewDiePie. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's good, but it just pisses me off. Yeah, about not losing on screen like that monster that slapped him in the end. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But let's be honest, you do realize once he get up, for some reason he's going to win because he can't lose on screen. That slap right there was right there, but I bet you he got up and all of a sudden was able to kick that monster's ass after a while, which is unbelievable. This need to be action comedy like Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger. But see, Jingle All the Way knew what it was. Jingle All the Way knew what it was and was not taking itself serious though. This red one is taking itself serious. People say no, they're serious about this. They're serious. There is a serious action Christmas movie. It's supposed to be funny, but at the same time, it's pushing the bounds of rated R. And I'm like, well, damn, make up your mind. Do you want it to be funny or do you want it to be adult? You get what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. There are some adult Christmas movies that we've seen.
Yeah, confidence. Here's when I started to look up tutorials and stuff online. You think it'd be better, but they all kind of look like they have some sort of allergy. Like they ate a lobster and they have a seafood allergy. The chin is very big. I probably would have made it something more like, I wonder if I can fix this. I feel bad for future past stuff. Damn, I drew so hard I can't erase. Damn, such a simple change and it's already so much better.
You sure?
I realize And maybe other
Oh
people
wait,
have
no,
said this
it
too,
is.
but
It looks
drawing
better
is
now.
more about
Holy
training your brain to see rather than actually technical with your hand. I think that's a misconception I had. But after 30 days, this was the progress of my first video. I was so happy with it, and I think I should be, because the progress is definitely there. So this is my progress after 82 days, 84.
Look at that.
And I really think here's
Look
where
at that. What? Gee, see, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that. That is fantastic. Look at that improvement. Like, Jesus Christ. I've been doing it for years, and it just seems like my work is never getting nowhere good or anything. So I'm just like, oh, Jesus, is it me? Is it me? I know some people are like, oh, you just gotta buckle down and sit down and practice. But it's just like, oh, with so much work, I mean, with so much stuff, you want to say you're gonna do it, but it really never fails. You know what I'm saying? As much free time as people think, after a long day of work, you are not trying to be like, okay, let me look up tutorials and draw a whole bunch of tutorials until it gets better. You know what I'm saying?
I peaked in terms of if you wanted to just improve as much as possible in the shortest time. I think just adding colors on papers is so satisfying to look at that it kind of forgives a lot of the anatomy errors, the poor line work, the sketch is still being there. Like, it's just nice to look at regardless. But yeah, this is the last thing I drew for my 100-day video, and yeah, it's cute. I did it. I drew something. So let's check the progress.
You guys are saying why because I don't want to talk over everything. Let me see. My sister is jealous a bit of my drawing talent, and I tell her it's not too late to learn. You can learn at whatever age. I mean, you definitely can, but I think a lot of people need to understand the reason why there's so many people right now that are like upset with him is because there are people who do want to practice drawing, but people need to understand what society we're in today. We're in a society today where most of us are working 2 to 3 jobs to break even. Most of us are even if we're not working 2 jobs, working 1 job, or we're working double shifts, right? Then we have to think about, okay, am I going to be able to pay rent today? Or am I going to be able to eat today? Am I going to have enough money for this bill or that bill, or blase, blase, blase? A lot of us aren't taking time out for ourselves. A lot of us aren't socializing with people. A lot of us aren't even going on vacations, for God's sakes. You know what I'm saying? While PewDiePie has more time in the world to do it. Like, I think people need to understand that context, because they were like, oh, well, anybody can do it. Yeah, you're right. Anybody can do it. But it'll be different if PewDiePie was showing us this before he got up on it. You get what I'm saying? If this was something like he was drawing like this before he was famous, before he doesn't really have to work a day in his life. Because think about it, PewDiePie is a semi-millionaire. I mean, he's not semi-millionaire. He's a multi-millionaire. He has a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much people want to ignore that, that is a contributing factor. When you are able to retire in your 20s and you have all of this time to do whatever you want to, because you've made all the money, you made so much money that you never have to really worry about a bill. Your wife is taken care of, your children are taken care of. You have a lot more time than the average person. You get what I'm saying? Like, as much as people always want to say, oh, you just got to practice, you got to practice, you got to practice. Yes, but there's context for that. I don't want people to just say, just do that, because if that was the case, anybody could be an artist, or anybody could be a singer, or anybody could do this. No, you just can't. because you have to put time and dedication into stuff. But if you ain't got time and dedication to do this kind of stuff, then of course you're going to be like, you know what I'm saying? And then there are artists who have practiced, who have done work or whatever, and barely getting any likes from people or whatever. They'll do YouTube videos, they'll do Instagram, they'll do Twitter, they'll do Kara, they do all of that stuff and barely no eyes. But then you get PewDiePie, who when he first started was trash, and everybody was like, "Oh my god, this is amazing." You get what I'm saying? It is disheartening to people. It is disheartening for somebody who really hasn't worked for it, come out of nowhere and overtake all of the years of work that you've been doing because they have the time. You get what I'm saying? It's something that people need to understand. And that's why I think when everybody was trying to bash everybody else for attacking him, and don't get me wrong, a lot of people on Twitter were being unreasonable, but some people weren't understanding there is content between that kind of stuff, you know. And that's something that a lot of people kind of need to really realize and stop trying to ignore. That's what I hated about this whole thing, is like everybody was trying to downplay everybody feeling who feels some kind of way, because they do have the right. Because think about it, if PewDiePie was working a 9 to 5, or if he had 2 jobs, would he really be sitting down right now drawing because he likes it? No, I'm being completely serious. Would he really be sitting down right now practicing artwork if he had to worry about bills? And the answer is no. The answer is no. We can lie to ourselves all we want to, but the truth is no, he wouldn't be worried. He wouldn't be doing art. He'd be trying to figure out, okay, this little free time I got, do I want to play video games? Do I want to take a nap? Do I want to go to the movies or something like that? Those are things that we think about constantly. It's not, oh, I can sit down, I can open up a book and practice drawing day in and day out. Because if that's the case, it will be easy. But sadly, a lot of us have to go to work. What's going on, Dr. Hino? Let me see what all you guys are saying. I'm so sorry. You need to draw all the bad drawings out of you. That's what a lot of people always say. Everybody always tell people, you just gotta get all the bad drawings out of you. And it's just like, shoot, it must be taking years for a lot of us, because a lot of us still got bad drawings inside of us. Digital art is more your speed, Trey. I don't even think that's true, because I think my digital artworks are terrible. Hot messes, honestly. But thank you for the compliment, I guess. But we do have to realize there's a lot of things outside of this that contributes to a reason why a lot of people aren't doing stuff. Maybe let's bring the prices of everything down. Let's make it where people don't have to work 2 to 3 jobs to break even. You know what I'm saying? Let's make it where people don't have to work 2 doubles, because a lot of people are literally paycheck to paycheck, instead of, okay, I got one paycheck, I can pay bills. The next paycheck is free money, and then the next paycheck is to pay bills. You know what I'm saying? That would be lovely. Oh yeah, I heard that from Geeks and Gamers. I need to start drawing again. My character's eyes are getting wonky. No, I feel you. It depends on the job. My current job has downtime, and I choose to write my book during that time, and that's great. Not everybody downtime is like that. I work at the airport, so working at the airport, depending on what you're doing, no, you don't have that kind of downtime, you know, as much as people think. And then if you're doing hard labor work, if you're doing hard labor work, yeah, because after doing construction work or after moving a lot of boxes and stuff, yeah, I want to come home and draw. Yeah, because my hands aren't killing me already. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I always say there's context for the reason why people are saying this, and I hate that people are ignoring that and not saying that that's not a contribute. No, it is a contributing factor. Society, the economy is a little bit bad, and the fact that he is a semi-retired multi-millionaire who does have that kind of free time to sit around and draw. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. I want somebody who's working two jobs, juggling a family, and then all of a sudden I'm gonna decide I'm going to draw right now and become as good as PewDiePie. Maybe, but once again, that's a rare occasion, and it depends on what the job is and what you're doing. Context always matters. Always matters. But anyway, let's continue to look at this.
From there on, that's wrong. First of all, don't do what I did. I just kept drawing the same things. Anime girl, anime girl. Too much anime. Just bad. Just bad. I was trying to be technical and like give myself notes so I can improve. I wanted to be more consistent. I think that's why I kept doing this. But if I had to redo it, absolutely not. This is where I should have moved on to something else. I should have just drawn anything else.
I don't know.
And eventually I did. I really wanted to draw more color, but it takes so much time to do that, and I really felt like I needed mileage more than anything. So just adding a little bit of color, sure, we'll ink it, but that's the most effort I'm gonna get into. Yeah, just sketching random stuff I find online. Finally, I move on and I draw boys. This is the boys arc. I drew so much guys from anime because I thought I drew so many mangas. You probably recognize these. I think this is Jujutsu Kaisen. I think this is a good time for me to address a couple things from my last video. And one of
a lot of this stuff is in pen though.
them is just
a lot of this is in pen, so that's even way more impressive to do that in pen. Oh, I could never draw in ink pen. No way. I'll second guess myself so bad.
Huge thanks to other YouTubers that reacted to my video. I think that was so cool to see and actually get encouraged by professionals. I really appreciated that. Another thing was that people said I had an art background. That was like a rumor that went around, and I guess I take that as a compliment, but no, I do not. I have not studied art. That was the whole point of this video. I was not being disingenuous. I have not drawn since I was a kid, but I loved doing Photoshop. Before YouTube, I loved Photoshopping images and creating artworks that way. So maybe in a sense that helped, but I think the biggest sort of thing that helped is that I'm actually older. Like I'm 35 now, and I think if I did this thing when I was younger, I would not have seen the same improvement. But I also think, the improvement I had, anyone can achieve. Like I wanted my video to be
yeah, I mean, look at that. That's pretty fantastic. Yep, when I worked at a warehouse, it was hard to draw during that time. My hands did hurt. Exactly. I always say it just depends. It's context. It's always context that a lot of people just seem to forget about. And I hate when people try to say that that's an excuse. No, actually, it's pretty valid. It's pretty valid when you've been working hard days at work. You've been gone from the house for far too long. You've been away from family far too long, or whatever. Or you work doubles or whatever, and you finally get some off time. Guess what you're going to do? You're probably going to sleep because your body is exhausted. You're probably not going to think about, oh, let me open up my notepad and draw. You're just not, because your body is exhausted. It's thinking about other things. It's not thinking about, let me draw. You get what I'm saying? That's why I always tell people it's context. It is context for everything. Let's continue.
Inspiring for other people to do the same thing. Like, that's my goal. Like, people say anyone can draw, and I truly, truly believe that. Oh, and by the way, I wrote a blog post. Yes, I write blog posts now. It's just more details about my favorite type of notebooks, my favorite kind of pens. If I were to do this challenge again, what would I do differently? How to remain consistent? All these sort of stuff. If you wanted to do this challenge yourself, I recommend checking that out. I just didn't want to get too much detail in this video. But an insecurity of mine was brewing, which was I couldn't, like, if I wanted to draw anime style. Sorry, it's hard to see here. You start with a circle, you draw a middle line, you draw where the eyes are going to be, you kind of figure out how the chin is going to be, the nose, the mouth, the ear.
Hate YouTube ads? You need this Chrome extension. I feel like I just found a Google cheat code. This Chrome extension lets you block ads or get paid to watch them. It's called Pi, and once I started using it, I was shocked at how much of my content was actually ads. Like,
and then you swirl in some hair really quick. This method is so helpful because when you draw, it's all about balance. Like if I drew directly, same thing, and anything is like out of proportion, the whole thing just kind of looks weird. So to draw directly, it was so difficult. So I bought this pen. This pen is amazing.
Look at that.
It's a brush pen, and if you squeeze it, ink comes out, and you can draw really slim lines.
Not I, said the cat.
Or really thick lines, really quickly. And I told myself I was gonna force myself to use this pen, even though it looks like shit. I was gonna really, like, I'm gonna use this pen. I need to learn how to draw without the whole circle thing again. At least that's what I wanted to do. And it took some time. It felt like taking 100 steps back, but that's how you have to improve, you know? You have to get out of your comfort zone. But I think eventually I started to sort of get the hang of it, and you can get kind of really quickly satisfying result with the high contrast. I really enjoyed so I did some manga panels, and yeah, it feels like I'm looking at a manga. It's really cool. Getting more comfortable. It's still so hard with proportions, man. Like, anything is slightly off, it's gonna suck. So yeah, this felt like a little side quest, but I'm glad I took it. And yeah, it was really fun. But what I should have been doing is draw other things as well. I did find it amazing, like, how I could all of a sudden, even though I never practiced drawing a cloud, I could draw a cloud better than I ever could. So that's cool.
Draws a cloud better than I can.
But I think something finally sparked in me, where before I was like, okay, I just want to draw for the sake of drawing. I don't have any interest in anything. I started drawing manga panels. I started drawing perspective, and I wanted to understand these things. Drawing landscapes. This is Nihei. I love his work so much. So finally, after, I don't know, 300 days of drawing, I picked up an art book. I should have done this ages ago. So I picked up a couple art books, some more technical than others, but I really enjoyed this one, Taco, because I enjoyed the style of it. Obviously, everyone has different preferences. I think if you were to be a professional artist, you probably want to pick like a human anatomy book and really study it. But for me, it's just supposed to be fun. And I think if I'm having fun, I will remain consistent. So at least that's what I was trying to focus on. I picked up books about perspective because I want to learn and I want to understand this. And I think finally that clicked in me. It went from me just wanting to sketch whatever to, no, I actually want to understand these things so I can draw them better. And I wish I did that sooner. Again, this felt like taking so many steps back because I had no clue how to draw a body. Zero. I had not practiced it at all. I had sketched so much, and I still
look at those sketchbooks.
It feels embarrassing to admit this, but like everyone was so amazed by my 100 one that I felt like, okay, well, my year one has to be really good, right? Like, but progress isn't a straight line. Like, I think I was being too hard on myself, where I was getting close to a year, and I'm like, I don't have anything to show for it. I drew a full body one. And I'm like comparing it to my 80-day one, and I'm like, the 80-day one is still better. Even though it's just like full body, it's still better.
While doing a great
so yeah, if you want to improve, you have to kind of go through the pain of sucking again, I guess. It really felt like, oh, cool. Like I drew for this much, and I don't have anything to show for it.
It is
I think I
crazy
wanted to
how-
learn to draw and actually understand
actually
anatomy.
improved, though. I mean,
Before,
you gotta give him credit, though.
it didn't matter to
I mean,
me.
it's really
It was just a
cool,
hobby. But
but
now I'm like,
I
I
can
want to
understand
actually
why
know, like,
people
how do you draw
are
legs?
parting.
How do you draw different
Like,
expressions?
damn.
How do you draw? What is this? You've all been waiting?
So cute. Okay, what is this?
For the return of, what is it? Yuzu Slash is back! G Fuel Energy
That's a good one,
Formula,
G Fuel.
PewDiePie Yuzu flavor, Japanese lemon, delicious
I love
is
the voice.
back, along with Fear Fest, where you can get Ghost Fest,
I
Stab
started drawing again
Stimulant,
towards
Caramel
the
Apple,
16
and
years
Halloween
in
Edition Water
February over
Melon
Crystal.
Lemant.
It's about ignoring your
Lemant.
mistakes.
You can pre-order the
Wasting
Yuzu Slash
less.
PewDiePie
Okay.
Collector's Box now.
That's pretty cool.
Get it now.
I can't
Now's
even
your
get mad at
chance.
him,
But you can get the
just proud that
energy
I've been
tub
drawing my whole
right
life.
away, but it's a
I
limited
can't.
time only.
I've
A
been
lot of people have
drawing
requested
them
for the return of the
for my
User
whole life,
Slash.
and I
It's
can
delicious. I
definitely
love
be
drinking
mad
it in G Fuel. It's a great way to support the channel. I really, really appreciate it. If
It
you guys
just
can
makes me
check it
wish
out, link is in
took this, like,
description.
computer science
I was
major
genuinely
and
panicking.
learn
Like,
art on the side.
it's it's been
Yeah, I
so
feel you.
frustrated
I
this
feel you.
entire month. Not only because I wanted to show for the video,
feel
but
you.
I felt genuinely in me like I can do more. I know I can do more. I know I can do better, and I really wanted that to
And I
show.
bet
So
you if he has
I really
said
did
he's
push
gonna sell that
myself a
stuff,
lot towards the
people
end
will
here,
buy it.
and that's when I
Buy
bought
that shit.
an iPad.
Oh, he got an
Coming in
iPad,
clutch
y'all.
last minute.
He got an
Super
iPad.
satisfying to
Oh,
draw with a
those-
pen on an
give me the
iPad. But
phone.
obviously it was way different. So again, it was like a last minute learning curve of me not understanding the program and yada yada yada. So let's go through the last thing I drew, which was on the iPad. So I started off just sketching, and I was still too scared to draw bodies. I drew this, which I thought was going to be amazing, and I ended up really hating it. I think
Wow,
the colors are fun, but I didn't know how to draw hair. I at least tried to draw like a full body, but I was so scared of getting it wrong that I think I just made it look weird. So I practiced drawing hair, but it's just like nothing interesting about it. This is just to try it out. And then I thought, okay, I'm gonna really
Look at
wow you
that.
guys. I
That is
started the line
cool,
work.
though.
I tried my best to draw the actual hands. This is gonna be so good.
Look at him.
And this is the end result.
That's not
And
bad.
I genuinely hate looking at it.
Hey,
I've looked at it so
It's
much,
freaking amazing.
it just pisses me off. Even now, I don't want to. In my head, it was going to be so much more, you know? And then you look at it and you're like, oh, cool.
He make me sick.
That was
He
it,
make me
huh?
sick. He make me
I
sick.
desperately
He make me
tried to
sick.
draw something else because I don't know, like I felt like I could do more, but I kept drawing and I couldn't. Like it just came out looking weird and unsatisfying. This was supposed to be like the most simplest thing ever, like black high contrast with some
still
color. Still, I didn't like it. And I was getting so close to the deadline. I think I have like 20 days left until this video. I drew a full body with perspective, and I thought it came out pretty good. I was okay with this one, but I still felt like I could do more. So I sketched for a couple days,
actually pretty cool.
and I told myself I'm gonna give one last effort. I have to really like it to actually sketch it. And this is the last thing I drew. I finished it yesterday, and I think I'm finally happy with it.
Not bad at all, actually.
I finally drew clothes that isn't just black, and I actually put some more time into the hair and like making the lines look nice and small little details and having the high contrast light. Maybe it's wrong, but it's there at least, and I think it makes it more interesting, you know, with some shadows and different pose, you know, all of it. I think I'm finally happy with it. I think for a year progress, yeah. Am I allowed to be happy?
Yeah, you should be happy.
It took a lot of pain to get there, you know? Like, let's compare. Day 1, day 365. I don't know, maybe maybe you guys disagree, but I feel like I finally beat my 80-day whatever. This is still better. I don't I genuinely cannot thank you guys enough for all the love and support with making these videos. It was such a massive encouragement for me to actually continue doing this. I'm the kind of person that love to try different things. I try new things all the time and I really enjoy doing that. But every once in a while, I find something that I really, really, really love and I will continue doing no matter what. And I think art might just be one of those things for me. I used to love drawing as a kid. And I don't know why I stopped, but I'm so happy to be back doing it. It feels like I never stopped. I wanted this whole thing also to be inspiring. I want other people to have this experience as well. People say that anyone can draw, and I truly believe that. And it goes for anything really. Like, it's about practice, constant practice, no matter what. It's not rocket science. You put in the work and you get a result for it, hopefully. Like I said, I love to do so many different things. Usually if I try something, people are like, oh yeah, that's cool. Well, watch me do it 100 times better. And it's just kind of like, oh yeah, I'm just a beginner. But with me drawing, it was genuinely just everyone being encouraging. And I think that was just amazing. And I really appreciate that. So yes, thank you everyone. I'll see you guys in the next one. Whenever that will be, I don't know, but it will be.
Maybe next year. Just you stop it, boy. You stop it. No more for you. No more. Oh God. No more. No. Cause yeah, but like I said, again, it is pretty cool what he's doing. I'm never going to say that it's not. But I can't understand where some people are coming from. When you're a person who's like just trying to make it day after day, or living paycheck to paycheck, it does feel like, damn, when am I ever going to have enough time to really do something I really enjoy? You know what I'm saying? That's just like, okay, like, there's this coach. On YouTube or TikTok. Let me see if I can find her. I think what was her name? Cheryl? Is it Cheryl? There she is, right here. She what she always be talking about anybody could sing, right here. See, this is like she swears that anybody can do it with practice or whatever, and I'm just like, maybe I think you're lying. But she's a vocal coach. So I'm just saying. And she does like these little practice things. She be having punching while singing or whatever. And I'm just like, girl, can you imagine doing
me, mama, I need a me, mama, I need a me, mama, I want a girl like you, yeah.
That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion on that situation. But yes, this is another one that will tell you till the cows come home that you can become a singer. I'm like, no, not me. Not me, said the cat. Not me. No, not me. I think not. I think absolutely not. That's just my opinion on that one. Absolutely not. Just no. When I say 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 no. But yes, I am proud of PewDiePie though. I am definitely proud. But I can also get mad because it is kind of a slap in my face as a not a professional artist, but just as somebody who just been drawing art for a hobby. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, you know what I mean? Oh, but I guess I can kind of show you this, so you guys can kind of see what I've been doing, because a lot of y'all don't even go on the Instagram thing. That'd be another thing too. Like, can y'all at least hit the Instagram? You know what I'm saying? That's what it's there for. Oh God, hold on. Well, if you already knew that, then you should have just did it. God dang. Sorry. just trying to show everybody some of the work that I've been working on recently. If you guys know, you know. Look at that. Wonder Woman, Lasso of Lies. Oh, I messed up on the face. I just realized that. But you know, I was trying to get cute. This is the Golden Age Trinity. Phoenix. I just did this one recently. I just posted this today. Electro Nachios. Because I don't think I even have any Electro drawings, and I just was like, oh, I just draw Electro, and here it is. I know I messed up the size right there, I think. So, and then I did this a collab with Wanted to become a comic book artist. So I'll show you his page so you guys can see. Look at that, man. This man can draw. Like, look at that. Look at the amazing work he be doing too. I'm like, oh, I could never. And it's people like him that always tell me, oh no, your work is freaking amazing. I'm like, oh, you guys are being modest. Stop it. You don't have to lie to me. I know I'm horrible. Let's see. And then Bubbles, hardcore. No, oh, I didn't mean to download it on. Darn, I downloaded my own damn picture. Anyway, Bubbles, hardcore. I just did a painting of Superman from the back, and then I just added this little mountain area just for the hell of it. Nico Robin, I want to live. And then here's like the ink and then the sketch. Absolute Martian Manhunter. I added the cape because I just felt like he just needed a cape. Wilma Flintstone, you know. Storm from X3. I don't know if any of you guys know about the outfit that she wore when she was fighting against Callisto, and then when they went to Jean's house. Yugi. Love me some Yu-Gi-Oh. It's an OC character that I did. Some guy asked me to draw him. Another OC character. Cosmic Phoenix. That's gonna be a new costume that she's gonna wear in the upcoming Phoenix run. Slimer Playboy Bunny, whatever that is. Just two guys. The Watcher, Blink, Phantom X. This one could have been better, but Husk, Warlock. I don't even know what the hell I was doing, because this character right here was an enigma, because I don't really see that character often, and it was part of the challenge to draw. And I was like, oh my god, I all of this is painted. I digitally painted this because I was just like, I don't know, because I couldn't come up with anything at the time. There's Wasp, Chamber right here, Sunspot, the Vulture, Ultron, North Star. I wish I did this one better. I wish I did this one better. This one, I don't know what I was thinking with that one. It just kind of happened. Morph, Professor X, Marrow, The Thing, Sage, Cannonball. This was another one. I just digitally painted that one because I just was not even going to deal with that kind of stuff. This was part of so I did 2 challenges during quote unquote Inktober. So I did the Marvel-tober and I did the X-Men Most Wanted. So I did double. Than what I needed to do. King Thanos, Spiral, Stacy X, Rachel Summers, Dazzler, Spider-Woman, Rhino, Psylocke, the Punisher, Polaris, Wonder Woman, because it was Wonder Woman Day, so I had to draw a quick Wonder Woman piece right quick. Bishop, Uncanny Spider-Man, aka Nightcrawler, Emma Frost, Mystique, Shadowcat, Mysterio, Quicksilver, Ultimate Cable. This is Ultimate Cable, not regular Cable, but Ultimate Cable. Moon Knight, the Maker, aka Mr. Fantastic. Havoc, the Goblin Prince. Iceman, Marvel Girl, Magneto, the Lizard, Craven the Hunter, Wolverine, Magic, Archangel, Juggernaut, Invisible Woman, Iceman again, Rogue, Colossus, the Human Torch, Ghost Rider. I was kind of proud of this one, but this one didn't go as far as I thought. I thought people was going to be impressed that I drew Ghost Rider, but it didn't seem like nobody cared about that one. Galactus, Scarlet Witch, Gambit. I like the Gambit drawing, but I messed up on the card. I know that for a fact. I know I messed up on the Kinetic Charge card. Jubilee, Ultimate Jubilee. Let me see. There was more for the Marvel X-Men Wanted stuff. Like if you like, I did all of this in 30 days, and it was so crazy is I cracked my iPad and I had to like wait a couple of days before I can post all of this stuff. So I was drawing a lot to catch up on all of this, and I finished before the people who did the challenge. I finished all my drawings within the 30 days while they were still drawing characters past the 30 days. Isn't that crazy that I was able to finish the challenge before the people who hosted the challenge? But I'm probably never going to do it again because a lot of the drawings that I did got ignored by the people from the challenging one. So it's just like, well, I'm entering this challenge to do the artwork just like everybody else, and yet I'm barely getting any recognitions, but you're shouting out other people. So it was kind of like, I don't know if I'm gonna do it again. I did Punchline. This was a random sketch. The Ultimate Jubilee and Punchline and Shadowcat were like random sketches just to see if I can do something in ink pen. And then I did Baby also, that was in pen. And this was Ultimate Galacticus. So this is the ultimate version of Galactus. See, you see all of those nano robots? That is Galactus in the Ultimate Universe. Daredevil, but it's not the Daredevil that you all are thinking. It is actually Raymond Connor. He is the second Daredevil in the Ultimate Universe. Nightcrawler, of course, Magneto, Cyclops, Beast, Colossus, Blade, Storm, Archangel, Jean Grey, Oogie Boogie, because Ken Page had died, so I had to represent with that one. I think John Romita Jr.'s artwork can really be beautiful if properly motivated. Otherwise, his current work is painful. Well, I don't think I think he lost it a long time ago, honestly, because even when his father was alive, all the way up until his father's death, his father's artwork never changed. It just got better. You get what I'm saying? If that makes sense. While John Romita Jr.'s work got worse after the early to late 2000s. And that's a shame because his work on DC was pathetic, and his work now is still pathetic, honestly. Let's see. I did John Ramos, James Evans Sr. from Good Times, Apocalypse, Cyclops, Tanjiro, Lady Death. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm sorry. This is a video. This is a video right here, so you guys can kind of see some of the breakdown, because I know some people always like to be like, oh, I can't draw. And I'm like, yeah, you're right, I can't. So here's like at least something, be like, ha, at least look at that. So you guys can kind of see some of the drawings. You know what I'm saying? You know? And that was a lot too, because I was playing with black and white, and that's all Lady Death is nothing but. Oh, and then I did I did like some blending at the same time as like trying to draw it out, but also trying to blend it. I was just trying to recreate that screenshot from the Lady Death show, or was it the movie? I can't remember. Can't remember if it was a movie or not. And then this is Dobby Overheat. So I did once again, this is all paint right here. So I just took a black canvas and I just, did the outlines and then pulled up that one. So that's how I did that. Honey from The Incredibles, Frozone's wife, Professor McGonagall. So rest in peace, Dame Maggie Smith. Yep, did that one. I thought I did a pretty decent job of realism right there as well. And then this one too, right here, where you have the voice actress Rachel Littis, who did the OG Misty and Jesse. She died, so I did a tribute to her with those two characters. I saw this guy at the airport. Don't really know who he is, but apparently he's a famous influencer on TikTok. Jabba Jaws, I did him. That's the Hanna-Barbarian one. Leafmon and Tribumon. This is a painting. Like, this is a straight up just painting and call it a day. Keisha Carter, Mega Woman. Miss Marvel, of course. And then that's Batman. Oh yeah, that's a breakdown one right there. I broke that one down so you guys can kind of see that one. That one is very cool. Yeah. I mean, I'd be trying to do a little bit of something on my free time. You know what I mean? You know how it goes. That's that Batman one right there. I played around with some fillers or whatever just to try to get the effect of that one down. Buttercup, Aurora Wings. That's a Yu-Gi-Oh card. I haven't even finished doing that one yet. There's Batman because I forgot it was Batman Day, so I was just like, oh my god, I gotta get a Batman piece out. And since I was working on this Batman piece anyway, I said, okay, well, let me go ahead and just finish it up. Let me see. Of course, that's the Lady Death painting right there. That's a Dobby painting right there. Best Genius. Okay, so this one is a painting right here as well. So yeah, that's a painting. Sometimes I'll be forgetting which one's the painting and which one's just the drawing. You just never know. You just you do a little bit of something and call it a day. Oh, and then that's the finished piece right there. Inuyasha Ngome, Silver Surfer, Daredevil. This is me drawing the Red Hulk. Like, this is a whole, like, I just sketched it out and then I just painted or whatever. So you do with that what you will. But yeah, that's what I did for this one, just to see what could be done. I just wanted to, I just liked that shot that I was just like, oh, let me try and see. At first I was going to try to draw it, but then I was like, okay, what if I try to paint it? So that's what I did. I kind of just was like, let me see what I can do. And I painted it just to see what I could do, you know? Because I just liked that shot. I don't know why I liked that shot so much that I was like, let me go ahead and paint it like a dummy. Because I was like, when I was doing it, I was just like, why did I decide to do this or whatever? I don't know. You guys tell me. Did I make the right decision to paint this dumb Red Hulk scene? Oh god, I was like, what was I thinking? let's see what else. Oh yeah, this is the Batman Beyond one. So I just took the photo and I just was like, okay, here's the background. Let's see what we can do. Turned out perfectly. Like, look how perfect that is. It like people really thought that this was an official screenshot from Batman Beyond because of what I did right there. And there go my boo thing, Sailor Jupiter. Kazuki Ozuki, because the voice actress who did both Sailor Jupiter and Kushina, she died, so I did a drawing to celebrate both of them. I mean, to celebrate her because she voiced them. And there she is. Isn't she cute? Look at her. She's cute. She's cute. She's cute. She's cute. She's cute. She's cute. And then, of course, James Earl Jones had died. So, of course, y'all know I had to do the Mufasa because it would have been easy to do Darth Vader, but let's be honest. Let's do some Mufasa. He lives in you. And then, of course, the voice actor of the original Master Splinter, he died. So I did Master Splinter, this is my first time doing a Master Splinter piece. I've never done Master Splinter before. So that was something. Supergirl, and then Catwoman, and then Pimple Up and Togekiss sketch that I drew. Chibi Magneto. I don't know what I was thinking. Gojo, of course. Vampirella. New 52 Wonder Woman, but I think I did her hair too big. But it was just something quick. Absolute Wonder Woman painting. So I took the color blue, and that's what I did. I painted Wonder Woman. The same thing with Batman. Took red and did Absolute Batman. And then there goes Savage She-Hulk inked. Lan Hikari. There go that Supergirl sketch that I turned into a nice piece right here. Let me see. Oh yeah, this is Grail and Wonder Woman. Let me see. Hold on. Sorry. And then that's Wonder Woman captured by the Sovereign. So the Sovereign is behind there or whatever, because I kind of wanted to like show like one of those cool iconic comic book pieces. And then there go the Sovereign by himself. So you guys can kind of see that. Absolute Superman painting. I think it was color orange and yellow and went to town on that as well. What would Red Hulk look like in the Incredible Hulk show? I thought that was really interesting. I thought it was a really cool piece to show off. A Plastic Man one, Scarlet Witch. It took me forever to do this one, and I was like, oh my god, it was a lot. So if any of you guys haven't liked it, please go to Instagram and like it for me, because I worked really hard on that one. Daria, Invisible Woman, Iron Man from the 90s show, Sonic the Hedgehog, Shadow the Hedgehog, the Red Hulk, Captain America shield painting, Hyper Pickle, some guy, another some guy, another guy, some other person, another 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 person. Oh, here's the sketch that I did of Yugi that turned into the thing. I remember I posted this one, and then I guess I had said something, and then this person went to this drawing and was like, that's why you can draw and all that kind of stuff. And I was just like, well, yeah, because I put this terrible ass filter on it, thinking that it was going to look cool or whatever. There go Yairo right here, from the Rippaverse. Don't worry, I got my books. I got my Blood Ruth and my Horseman, but I have to wait until everything is fulfilled, and then I'll get those books. I did a painting of Storm right here from season 5, because that's what she looked like in season 5. There's Yara again. Me talking about Marvel vs. Capcom. They go Falcon #2, because why not, right? Jessica Rabbit, Mary Jane Watson, Marge Simpson, Batman Beyond himself. Telling everybody to follow me on Kara if you feel like it. Invisible Woman, Donald Duck, Dexter's Lab, Shadowcat, Teen Buttercup, one of my original characters, Spider Woman, Julia Carpenter, and that was it. Because that after that, that's the amalgamation stuff, and I think you guys already seen the amalgamation stuff right there. But yeah, that was really all of like the work I've done over time. I don't know if you guys, I hope you guys were able to see all of that. Anyway, Lord, did the darn microphone fall down? Yes, it did fall down. I don't know if you guys are even hearing me right now. Oh, hold on, I unplugged myself. Did I unplug myself? Well, you probably did unplug it, but who knows? The computer working mysterious ways. You probably still heard me anyway. Oh, okay. Okay, y'all. But this was fun. Like I said, watch the previous video about the absolute universe stuff and let me know what you want me to do with that one, and I'll review it tomorrow then if you guys want me to go ahead. Well, not tomorrow, but I'll try to do it at least on Monday. Lord have mercy, this this darn thing don't want to stay on. Gosh. Okay. But yeah, I'll see what we can do with that one. But yeah, let me know what the situation is. I'm gonna go because clearly none of y'all are interested in the artwork anyway. So it is what it is. Yep.